All right. Coping with being single. Oh, I already like this right here. Hey, Billy, master of fuckets. I've been single my entire life. I'm into my later 20s and still haven't found any lady that I really hit it off with. I've struggled with being single for a long time, but have been working through it. I'm okay with it, but I still have my dark moments. My question to you is, when you were single for all those years, did you ever get lonely or feel alone? Did you ever think you'd be single forever? What helped you to endure through those times, and how did you cope with it? Yes to all of that, yep. As I figured some things out, I've been doing bucket list types of stuff that helps me get through it. Yeah, dude, that's a great thing to do when you're single. Go do all that shit you want to do. Because, you meet somebody else, you might not have the time. This person says, I've gone to see some of my favorite bands play live. I've traveled a little, and I've been working towards finding a career path that I really enjoy. So I believe I'm doing some good things, but I still have my days when I suffer through it a little. But I've learned to sit in that pain for a bit and find good things. Saying something dumb at work. Oh, that's the next one. I thought that was a guy signing off, or the woman, whoever the fuck this is. All right, my question to you is, you've been single all those years. Did you ever get lonely or feel alone? Here's the thing. I was never lonely for the first, I don't know how many years of my life, until I had a girlfriend and then lost my girlfriend. And then after that, that's the first time I felt like, oh, I don't have a chick. It's weird. I didn't have my first serious girlfriend until I was like 23. Something like that. 22, 23 years old. So I was fine with being single, and that thing lasted like 8, 9 months. And I ended up breaking up with her. And that was right before I started doing stand-up. And I remember the first 6 weeks of being like, fuck, how long is it going to take for me to get over this person? And it's weird, man. Like, getting over a person, it's like quitting the booze. It's a habit. They're a habit. You know what I mean? Oh, I always call them at this time. Then you got to fill up those fucking times. But you just can't fill them up. You kind of got to go through the mourning of them not being there anymore, and then you start filling them up with other stuff. But, like, dude, I think travel, seeing bands and everything. The great thing is, dude, the fact that the fact that you're single and you feel alone is a very healthy thing. You know what I mean? Now, if you were totally fucking single and you didn't feel lonely at all, well, I guess maybe you're just a fucking someone who doesn't want to be with anybody. That could also be good. As long as you're not out killing people. You know what I mean? As long as you don't feel the need to hunt. As long as you're not feeling that, and as long as you're all right with whatever it is you're doing, then you should be fine. Dude, you're in your fucking late 20s, dude. Trust me. Someday you're going to be married. You're going to have a fucking kid coming like I got right now, and you all of a sudden, all your drum videos, you're thinking, I got to get rid of those. I got to get rid of all this shit. I got to get rid of all of this stuff. And there's this feeling that I'm having right now of, will I ever play drums again? But fortunately, I married the coolest woman ever, so I just was able to sit down with her. This might help you. If you're afraid to get in a relationship because you feel like you're going to lose all of this stuff, you just let the person you're with know what's important. I already said to my wife, I said, listen, here's the deal. Like once a week, okay? You pick a day once a week when this kid is not sleeping through the night, and you can just go somewhere, get a massage, or just go someplace and fucking sleep. Or I'll take the kid and go drive around. I'll let you sleep for fucking hours and hours, whatever the hell it is, okay? All you got to do is let me keep playing drums, taking drum lessons and that shit. That'll be my spa thing, because I don't really need to sleep because I'm a fucking lunatic. And also, I'll still get to do the road twice a month, and, I'll use that time to sleep. I'll do my shows at night, and then I'll go right to the hotel, and I will sleep till the fucking cats come home, the cows come, whatever the fucking animal is. And then I'll come back recharged. You know what I mean? But we make sure that we kind of work that stuff out with each other. So if you're afraid to get in a relationship, just know that there's cool people out there. As long as you, I don't know. Yeah, you never hear me say this, but women in general are pretty cool if you just tell them what the fucking deal is. But I have issues with women. So even as I said that, just picturing how many women just went like, oh my God, yes! That annoyed me, even though they're agreeing with me. It's weird. I got a lot of fucking issues. So Yeah, I felt like I was never going to meet the one. I felt like there was something wrong with me and all of this type of shit. Just know this. Every one of your friends that's in a relationship is secretly envious of you, even if they're with the right person. That's how much fucking work it is. You know, every once in a while, you know, I look at fucking, you know, I'll look at a playboy like Joe DeRosa, and I'll be like, God damn it, man. What the fuck did he's got? He's living the life, you know? But then, you know, you come home and your wife makes some fucking cookies. You're like, oh, this is pretty cool too. All right. Saying something dumb at work. So what I'm saying to this person, you're fine, dude. You're in your late 20s. The same way that you have goals with your career and bucket list stuff, you should have some goals about the kind of person that you want to be with. Like, women have to actually do shit like that. Women actually sit down and think about the kind of guys don't do that. We just sort of ping pong around. I'll stick my fucking dick in that. You know, we're idiots. But if you actually, you know, get a little Bill Belichick, you know, see what's missing, you know, from your half. See what you're looking for. What do you want? You know, do you want a woman that wants kids? Do you want a woman that can cook? Are you traditional? Do you want a career woman? Like, what do you want? You know, I can tell you right now, if you want a woman that can cook, will actually sit down and cook, woo, I'll tell you right now. That's like, I don't know, you know, like every I don't know how many years they have that 1983 draft. Like, women's do not be cooking anymore. All this feminism shit. It's really a sad thing, but men have, you know, it's our fault because we didn't put a value on it. Christ, I'm out there busting my ass. You're in here pickling cucumbers, right? We just gave them shit. Making a meal for somebody is one of the nicest things you could ever do, you know? But what happened, huh? We talked shit. We didn't give them fucking respect them. Now look at them. They don't want to cook or be mothers. They're out there running around willy-nilly wearing pantsuits, running for president of the United States. I mean, that's a man job. I'm kidding. You know the funniest fucking thing ever is how sick you have to want to be president. The fact that Hillary Clinton is depressed right now, that she didn't get a job where she was going to have to put her head on the pillow every night knowing she just made a decision that bombs were just dropped and possibly landed on somebody's baby. And she's depressed that she didn't get that fucking job. It's unbelievable. What do you think her pajamas look like? She definitely has the fucking guy ones, right? Like the flannel ones. Wearing the pantsuits. I like the pantsuits. I don't know why everybody gave a shit about it. I always liked Rhoda, you know? Rhoda, Mary Tyler Moore, they fucking filled those things out, you know, walking around with your little bunsies up against that rayon. All right, say something dumb at work. Saying something dumb at work. Okay, what do we got here? Fuck. You guys mind if I just do the last bit of... You know what? That's a cunty move. I'll read this and then I'll do the advertising. Hey, Bill, longtime fan, probably listened to you too much. Once again, you start with the compliment, then you give me the old fucking shank to the kidney. Longtime fan, probably listened to you too much. All right, too much. When it's too much, that's two O's. All right? All right. Here's my problem. I was at work party, I think you mean at a work party, talking to my colleagues. I work as an RN in an ICU. Okay, that's a registered nurse in an intensive care unit. Huh? I have some nurses in my family. We have a new to our unit hired joining us, but she's worked as a nurse for 25 years already. My friend said she's joining my rotation. I say out loud in my typical Bill Burr inflection, "Oh, Jesus. No, how geez, another old broad on our line there." Several colleagues heard this, and now every day is some new twist on my comment. Some chirping is fine, but half the unit is over 50. I don't want some joke comment to haunt me for years, Bill. How do I get this to go away? Thanks. I would just say it with them. I wouldn't back off it. I would just keep doing the Archie Bunker. Oh, geez, another old broad on our line there. And then when they is this lady too old? Oh, God, all of you with your menopause there. But you can't do that at work now. You can't do that at work now because you're not making it a safe place. This isn't a safe space. Ugh. Oh, my God. That alone gave Trump about 200,000 votes. Fucking adults saying you're not making this a safe space. I just fucking... Did they all have a meeting and they came up with that fucking horrific... What was the second choice? I just don't understand that. You know something? I have to be honest with you. I don't know how you get out of that. And right there, that's why I do what I do for a fucking living. Because there's no way I could be in that level of a childish fucking environment that people, ooh, what did you mean about that? How many fucking thoughts have you had in your head today, you old fucking bag, that if they were publicized, that you would even still have a job as a nurse? Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, you know what? Just women like sweets. Just come in, just bake a fucking pie or some shit. Ugh. Anyways, I'm sorry you're going through that. I'm sorry you were quoting me. But you know what? You also kind of blamed me a little bit there. We say you listen to me too much. You were throwing a little bit of blame. You went a little Peyton Manning there. We had protection issues. That's what you just did to me there. I don't know. I would just be, you're still bringing that? You're still bringing that up? You should have heard what I said this morning. Or something like that. I would just do that. That is kind of funny. Who gives a shit? Do you like the job? It all depends on how much you like the job. What? She's old. You're all old. I wouldn't fuck any of you. You know, I don't know. I don't know how to get out of that. If anybody has any suggestions, tweet it at me and I'll fucking retweet it. Maybe this person follows me on Twitter and can help them out. Would it help if I know if you were a man or a woman? I have no idea. All right, Dollar Shave Club. I'm guessing a man. If you're a woman, you're the coolest woman ever that you said that. Another old broad here. All right, Dollar Shave Club. Dollar Shave Club delivers amazing, affordable razors right to your door every month so you can get a great shave. But razors aren't the only thing you need in the bathroom. What about some shower stuff? Huh? What about when you're washing off the old taint there? Turns out Dollar Shave Club thought of that too. They just came out with a new line of shower products, shampoo and body wash called The Wanderer. Well, I'm the type of guy who likes to wash his nuts. The fragrances are unlike anything on the market. They're subtle and actually smell like real natural ingredients. There are a lot of body washes out there that make you smell like a teenager. This mint and cedarwood body wash is amazing. It makes you smell incredible. It's like you're eating ice cream next to the fireplace. You got to give it a try. What the fuck is so great about mint and cedarwood body? Are those two different ones, I hope? Like you're fucking eating ice cream over Ron Burgundy's house? Rich mahogany. You got to give it a try. Once you're in the club, you'll see the products are amazing. The service is world class. There's no long-term commitments, no hidden fees, and you can cancel whenever you want. And best of all, they're giving away a 1-month trial of any one of their fucking razors for $1 with free shipping. And after that, it's just a few bucks a month. Get your online dollar trial at dollarshaveclub.com/Burr. That's dollarshaveclub.com/Burr. Oh, who's next? 2 more to go. Oh, MVMT, Movement Watches, pronounced movement, was founded on the belief that style shouldn't break the bank. The watchmaker's goal is to change the way consumers think about fashion by offering high-quality, minimalist products at revolutionary prices. With over 500,000 watches sold to customers in 160-plus countries around the fucking world, Movement Watches has solidified itself as the world's fastest-growing watch company. All right? Holiday thought starters. Please be conversational. Choose one and make this your own. All right, I'm going to choose this one. We get it. Fuckos. Holiday shopping can be fucking hard. This is me making my own. I just say fucking Boston accent. But thanks to Movement Watches, all that gift-giving horseshit anxiety can disappear with the press of the button. These watches make the perfect purchase for just about any person in your life, guy or girl. And remember, they just start at $95. You know what? Even if you don't like somebody, spending $95 is too much money. Only get this for people that you care about. You know what I mean? Get everybody else, you can get a fucking bumper sticker. All right, get 15% off today with free shipping and free returns by going to movementwatches.com/Burr. This watch has a really clean design, all right? Seriously, evidently I've been getting compliments on the one that I don't wear ever since I put it on. Now is the time to step up your watch game. Go to movementwatches.com/Burr. Join the movement. Get a $95 watch for $500. No, $500 watch for $95 today. Lastly, but not leastly, Stamps.com, everybody. Oh, Jesus, St. Nick is coming here for all the good Christians out there. He's a saint, but he doesn't care about Muslims, Jews, or fucking Buddhist people, right? What about all those aboriginals? Whatever the fuck they worship, huh? How come Santa Claus doesn't go to them? You know why? Because they'd be like, oh my God, it's another white man, and they fucking put a poison dart in him. And it'd serve him right. You know, it'd serve him right, even though he didn't do anything. He'd be a martyr. You know, his big stupid red suit laying face down in it, right? Stamps.com. With the holidays almost, I'm surprised the government has never tried to set up Santa Claus by sending him into some area where there's indigenous people. Just setting them up for a fight the way we did when we took over this fucking country, you know, so we could justify the genocide of those wonderful people that when they killed a squirrel, they used all of it. Unlike us, what do, huh? Threw the inside of a fucking womp rat and then used the rest as a hat. For what? As a goof? Stamps.com, everybody. White people, the frat boys of people. Sorry. Stamps.com. With the holidays almost here, you don't have time to go to the post office. Well, you do, but who the fuck wants to go? It'll be packed with everyone mailing holiday gifts and packages. So do what I do. Do what I do. Use Stamps.com instead. With Stamps.com, you can avoid all the hassle, man, of going to the post office during the busy holiday season. Buy and print official U.S. postage using your own computer or printer. Print the postage for any letter or package the instant you need it. Then the mailman picks it up. You never have to go to the post office again. It's a fucking dream. I use Stamps.com whenever I'm sending out any of my posters, anytime I'm selling some shit at the end of a fucking show, anytime I think to myself, you know what? I haven't shaked enough sweaty fucking palms of complete strangers. You know what I mean? I want to feel that warm armpit of a taller person as they put their arm around me, sitting right on my shoulder, seeping into my fucking button down. That's when I send out all my posters, everybody. You can print the postage and all that shit, then the mailman picks it up. All right, right now, I can do you better. I can get you an even better offer than what's on the homepage. Sign up for Stamps.com right now and use my last name, Burr, to get a 4-week trial plus a $110 bonus offer that includes postage and the digital scale. Go to Stamps.com. Click on the microphone at the top of the homepage and type in Burr. That's Stamps.com. Enter Burr. Okay, it's over. All right. Let's finish off the rest of these here. Okie dokie. Fun times in Syria. Billy the Cunt. It's Martin from Sweden. Thank you for this podcast. No worries. It's been more than 10 years since I was almost raped in Syria. What the fuck? Although time passes, the story seems to never get old. All right. You know, are you really just going to fuck with me on this goddamn level here? Am I supposed to believe this is true? How time flies. It's like you're looking back fondly on this. This is weird. I was 17 when me and my class went on a school trip to Syria. Puts in parentheses, Middle East. Go fuck yourself. Jesus, I know I'm American. I know where Syria is. All right, one day all of my classmates were out snorkeling. I stayed in the hostel bed because I had a fever. 2 aspirins later, I found myself out looking for my class in sauna-like temperatures with a foolish mindset. My blonde, blue-eyed nature figured the aspirin had cured my fever, so I was in quite good spirits for about 7 miles of searching for the other Swedes. This is creeping me out. Now the fever was kicking back in at this point, and I'd given up my endeavors of snorkeling. I didn't know where I was or how to get back to my hostel. At that moment, a taxi pulled over and the driver asked if I wanted to get a lift. I said I didn't have any money to offer, but he insisted that no money was needed for the ride. Oh, Jesus is right, yes. High fever and good amounts of gullibility led me to step into the cab, and off we went. Hi, welcome to Syria, the taxi guy said. You are very beautiful. I didn't want to be rude, so I said thanks back at him. Then he asked me if I liked women. Sure, I replied. Then he asked if I liked big women. Sure, I said. He said, you like big because same with your dick. He said. What? At this point, I regretted getting to the, what the fuck? You like big because same with your dick, he said. Okay, I thought this was a woman, so it's a guy, and now this dude... Oh, Jesus, here we go. At this point, I regret getting to the taxi very much, and the moment after he was reaching for my package while he was driving. Oh, dude, were you in the front seat? That's when you got to do, what was that fucking Schwarzenegger movie where he gets on the plane with that guy and he pretends to tie his shoe and he comes up with the elbow of death and drives the spine of his nose into his brain and then puts his little fucking Tommy Bahama hat over his face and he goes, "Don't disturb him. He's dead tired." That's what you needed to do. Was that raw deal? I think you needed to go raw deal there. Anyways, I say no, stop. I said, but the taxi driver was very persistent. He wondered why he couldn't touch my penis like I owed him the right to do so. I was feeling extremely vulnerable, being a teenager foreigner and having a high fever and all. I shouted at him to stop the car, but he kept on going. Dude, you got to start going Dave the Hammer Schultz here, right? You got to start swinging, man. But he kept on going. I thought about jumping out of the car, but it was going way too fast. I also didn't want to start a fight and risk crashing the car. Ah, Jesus. At some point, dude, you got to pick your poison. Did it have airbags? Pictures of Taliban rape cades with Pulp Fiction gimp suits and gag balls was entering my mind as the taxi car continued to drive on without any intent to pull over. This is really happening. Oh, my Lord, I thought to myself. Luckily, we came to a traffic light and I managed to get out of the car and on the pavement. I started running when I heard him screaming at me, "1 Syrian pound, mister." Oh, God, now you got to get paid for you got to pay him for molesting you? I got over the experience pretty soon, and it have not affected my life to any extent. No fucking way. People sometimes want me to tell the almost rape story and give impressions of the taxi driver. I can't help to think how unfunny it would be if I were a girl almost getting raped in Syria. Yeah, but you're a guy, so it's fucking... Everything that happens to a guy is hilarious. Nobody gives a shit. My question to you is, why is this story kind of funny if it happened to men, but awful in every way if it happened to a woman? Your thoughts on that after you go fuck yourself. P.S. Say hi to lovely Nia. This is why it's funny. Because you're able to fight him off. It's a guy with an accent grabbing your dick. When you tell the story, "Oh, my friend, just like your dick, beep, beep," right? It's just hilarious. I remember one night we were down the Comedy Cellar and we were all telling stories about getting molested as kids, and it was one of the funniest nights I've ever had. It was so fucking cathartic, and we were just crying, laughing. And I remember all the comics were, I don't know, had a different upbringing. We're looking at it like it was fucked up, but it was fucking hilarious to me. And if you told me this story, I would be laughing my ass off. Still knowing that you probably have some sort of fucking issue. It all depends. If that was the first person that ever touched you, if no girl ever gave you a hand job, the fact that it was the first guy that ever did it, his hairy fucking hand coming over, that could possibly fuck you up. But, if you had a little bit of sexual activity, maybe it doesn't. It's kind of like, if you're a relief pitcher and you got some saves under your belt, you let up a home run. Yeah, give me another fucking ball. But if that's your first fucking pitch, that could fuck with you. Why is it not funny when it happens to a woman? It's the same reason why it's like watching a guy get punched in the head is fucking funny. If he was like talking shit, it's fucking funny. You know what I mean? But kids, women, animals, there's just never anything funny about watching them get abused. But there's just something hilarious about guys. I would say the reason why you get having your dick grabbed and get molested is funny is the same reason why the Three Stooges is funny. Imagine the Three Stooges if it was women, grabbing each other by the hair and slapping each other in the face. Maybe that'd be a little funny. I don't know. It's just like a guy thing. We like slapstick, and there's just something funny about him grabbing your fuck stick in some car, and then he charged you 1 Syrian pound. What it really comes down to is I imagine being gay is not accepted even remotely in Syria. So this guy thought all right, even if this doesn't go down, or if it does go down, this story leaves this country and goes back to Sweden. So in the way, I'm going to say the cab driver was the victim and not you, and stop being so selfish. No, I'm fucking with you. I'm sorry that happened to you. What are you going to do? I mean, you were kind of asking for it because you were on cold medication, I'm going to blame the victim here. Well, I mean, what were you wearing? I don't know, dude. That's one of the more, I want to say that's one of the more fucked up stories I've ever heard, but yeah, that just goes into that file. I've heard enough of those ones. Yeah, that's why it's not funny. So I would actually say that you are fucked up. There's no way you're not fucked up because that happened to you. And there's that feeling where it's just like, why is that funny when that happens to a guy? And then you feel like you can't fucking, that you should just, yeah, I'm over it. Like, why would, that's a horrific fucking thing that happened to you. And I'm even like glancing over the whole thing because it's a guy. Like, hey, fucking shake it off. Shake it off, man. That's a part of growing up. There's always gonna be, you have a paper route or something like that. There'll be some weirdo coming at your junk at some point. But that's just how it is. I remember when that fucking, that lady cut the dude's dick off and put it in the garbage disposal. One of those shows, it's not The View. I think it's The Talk. The Asian lady, she was reading it, and as she was reading the details, they were all snickering, laughing. And I remember the bit I was doing, what if some guy cut a woman's titty off and threw it in the garbage disposal? I mean, they would have done a week-long special on that, and they would have tried to help the lady out, raise some money to get her a prosthetic, you know what I mean? So a bra wouldn't be all lopsided. That's what the fuck they do. But it happens to a guy, it's just fucking hilarious. And I also think that that's why guys are so fucking funny. Because, if a woman gets molested, it's a tragedy. If it happens to a guy, it's a sketch. We really don't have any options. You just got to shake it off, man. Having said all that, dude, I'm sorry that happened to you. I'm sure you're emotionally fucked up about it, but I would love to hear that story one time because I want to hear you imitating the guy. And then listen to everybody interrupting. So wait, how fast were you going, dude? You couldn't jump out of the car? He's grabbing your dick. And then everybody be laughing, going, yeah, but if you jumped out, then he'd be like holding onto your dick. Like just half in the car, half out of the car, right? Stretching out your dick, then you have one of those needle dicks. Because it's not going to give you any more girth. He's just going to, that's what the whole fucking thing would be. And all your friends would laugh and say that you wanted it. You know what I mean? Why didn't you sit in the back like a normal person? Why did you sit up front? That's what guys would do. And they would laugh, you just laugh your way through it. So anyways, I guess I'm going to stop there on the, let's stop on something positive. Let's get into some of the questions here for the week that people have. I mentioned, all of that topless shit. Like why women want to do it or certain women want to do it. So like that's coming up again here this week. Let's see. I guess that's not for a couple here. Gave you a little teaser there. All right. Nat Geo, Leo DiCaprio documentary. All right. Nat Geo, that's National Geographic, and Leonardo DiCaprio made this great documentary about climate change, and I think you would love it. It's free on YouTube until November 6th. After that, probably cost a few dollars. If you'd watch it, I'd love to hear your thoughts about it on the podcast. I got to be honest with you, I'm terrified to watch it. I'm terrified to watch all of that because that's the shit that these two fucking dopes that are running for office should be talking about. And they don't. They just make fucking commercials about how the other person's an asshole. But you know what? I'll check it out. I'll check it out. What if I ignore it? Does that mean it's not happening? Something? I'm going to tweet out the link here. And you guys can watch it if you want to. I'm not trying to be that guy forcing politics down your fucking throat or trying to ruin your fucking avocado and toast sandwich there. But if you want to watch it, check it out. All right. Who is buying $1 million condos in L.A.? This is what I asked out here because there is this massive amount of building going on here. To buy an apartment building out here is just so fucking high. It's ridiculous. Anybody with half a fucking brain is not buying right now because it's all going to fucking crash. This happens every fucking, it's like a 3, 4, 5 year cycle every fucking time. You can't lose. There's no way to lose. You can't fucking lose. One day you wake up, right there, Fred, you lost. Go fuck yourself. And then the smart people then swoop in, and as you're crying with your pockets turned inside out, they come in and actually pay less than what you paid and less than the market value. Those are the guys that fucking win. So here we go. Bill, the Chinese and other foreign investors are buying up expensive real estate in major U.S. markets because our currency is more stable than their homelands. Oh, okay.
May or may not be another bubble, but definitely makes it so regular folk have a hard time finding a place to live. Just type Chinese buying into Google and see what it autofills. Go Eagles. Well, I'm sorry about you, Eagles. They did play a great game, though. Dude, how scary is fucking Sproles? Oh, my God. I'm so glad that guy's not in my fucking division. He almost took... Did he take another one back, or he almost took one back? That's right. They knocked him out at, like, the 15-yard line. He does that every fucking year to the Giants. It seems, anyways. All right, well, here's my question. If that's, like, a safe thing to do, like, say the dollar was crashing and all of a sudden I started buying shit in France, I wouldn't overpay for it. Well, maybe they're crashing so quick they don't give a fuck that they overpay for it. All right. Chinese, first thing that comes up is food. Hang on a second. What was I supposed to look up? Chinese buying. All right, here we go. Buying. U.S. EU say no to China buying the world. Are they buying the world? China's Dalian Wanda Group buys Dick Clark Productions for $1 billion. Now, what the fuck is going on there? There wasn't an American Chinese guy who could have done it? I'll tell you, we got to keep Dick Clark's stuff on this side of the border, and if elected. I don't even know what the guy owns. Wealthy Chinese buyers are growing force in U.S. real estate. All right, this one seems a little bit... Okay, this is the Washington Post. This seems a little more tethered here to the ground here. After a long and painful slide following the real estate collapse in 2008, Seattle's property market is enjoying one of the sharpest rises anywhere in the U.S., buoyed by a rapidly expanding economy that has brought tens of thousands of high-paying jobs to the city. Real estate values have nearly doubled since 2009, according to online real estate database Zillow. Well, is that really credible? Zillow is not credible, by the way, because I see what they say, what my house is worth and what the fuck I paid for it. It's not even... They're not right. All right, yet while technology billionaires gobbles up real estate from Puget Sound to Lake Washington, Jim Conlon, a real estate broker, says the real estate catalyst for sites for the dramatic upswing can be found in China. To be honest, Chinese buyers have been flooding this market for the past few years. Some of them buy homes sight unseen, while others travel here for a kind of real estate tourism and buy real estate after only one viewing. Oh, all right. Well, is that bad? Why would that be bad? Like, what exactly could happen if they're buying it all up? I guess that's driving the price up. You know, the banks did it in 2008. At least these fucking people have money. You know, it's not like back in the day where you made $40 working in a soup kitchen and they go, hey, you want to buy a fucking house for $400,000? You qualify? Do I? Yeah, sign here. So that's better than the last thing. All right, well, maybe it isn't a bubble. All I know is I can't compete with these cunts, so my dream of buying a apartment building in L.A. is rapidly diminishing. I got an idea. How about one of you China people, you know, can I invest with you? Can I take 15% of the fucking risk? I'll do that. Come on, one of you fuckers has got to be listening to this on your Chinese internet. Are you allowed to do it? Somebody in Hong Kong? I've been out there. I did a fucking show. Where was you? All right, Indigo Girls. All right, hey, Bill, so when I was growing up, my mom really loved the Indigo Girls. So did I. I went to the doctor, I did something fucking else. All right, and she wrote in parentheses, no, she wasn't a lesbian. Well, what does that have to do with just are they lesbians? I assume, I don't know why I thought they were. You know, I don't know if it was the Woodstock fucking from Peanuts haircut, you know, that a lot of them favor. I don't know. It's really funny how different groups of people, they just favor a haircut. Like rednecks just love the mullet. You know what I mean? Boston Psychos for a while, the big thing was to shave, like to have no sideburn and just have the straight line, you know, right above your ear. Then went to the back to some sort of rat tail. You know, those people with their fucking shell-toed Adidas, their clatter rings, dude. So anyway, so probably the first 5 concerts I went to were Indigo Girls. I specifically remember calling into, 107.3 WAAF. I remember that. WAAF. Oh, Kick-Ass Rock and Roll was WCOZ. WAAF was out in Worcester. They used to go, Worcester, Boston. It's just like, well, what is it? And they would go, oh, it's Worcester. In Boston, fucking Massachusetts. They were actually out in Worcester, if I remember correctly. Fucking Boston, Massachusetts kid. And asking a DJ for tickets to something because I had only ever seen the Indigo Girls. And he asked if we had a 12-inch sausage in the freezer. I didn't get it at the time. I still really like them, but I don't listen to folk rock that much more anymore. Can you believe how just openly like homophobic and crazy people could be back in the day? That Indigo Girls singing from the podcast had me belly laughing at my fucking desk at work to the point where people were giving me dirty look. Fucking Christ. Thank you, man. Seriously, that was the best. Yeah, Indigo Girls are great. That's the only one song that I knew. Closer I am to find. Yeah, I remember that song. All right. Feminist fan, get the fuck out of here. Hey, Bill, I'm a huge fan and a big old feminist. All right, welcome. How are you? My husband played me your epidemic of gold digging whores bit on our third date, and I went from hating you to almost pissing myself laughing in 3 seconds. I would love to know what bit I did that made you hate me. Or did you just look at me, which I understand. She said, I've been a devoted fan and a podcast listener ever since. Probably once a month, I'll write a very heartfelt and sincere email to you about something you said, but then you make an endearing comment like, what the fuck do I know? I'm a moron. And I realized that I'm also a moron and you're a comedian and I shouldn't take things so seriously. So I delete the email and move on. Yeah, that's called being an adult. Me knowing that I'm a fucking dope and then you realizing that I admitted that I was a dope, so then you don't have to be all fucking taking shit seriously. Was that too intellectual, people, with all the F words in there? All right. She said, but with this election, I still feel I have to write in. Oh, you soft-pedaling son of a bitch. You just waltzed me around the room. You got me all warm and fuzzy. Now here comes the fucking, right up the fucking, here comes the uppercut. But with this election stuff, I feel like I have to write in. Okay, I totally get where you're coming from on how corrupt the Clintons are. This is what every Clinton support. I get it. She's the devil. Having said that, now I'm going to talk 50 minutes about how fucked up Trump is. They're both fucking horrific. Anyways, she goes, okay, all right, let me start. Let me at least give her the chance to fucking say her opinion here before I fucking jump back up on my pasty soapbox here. She said, I totally get where you're coming from on how corrupt the Clintons are and how fucked up the whole system is, and that the Illuminati is probably pulling the strings either way. I'm fucking around when I say that. I just think people they get a little nuts when they get a lot of power. Anyways, but on major things you seem to care about, like the environment and corporate influence on politics, Trump is on the opposite side of the spectrum for you, as is Hillary Clinton. As is Obama. What the fuck did Obama ever do? What if Democrats or Republicans, they don't do fucking shit. They don't do anything about any of that fucking, any of this shit that's going on out there. They don't do anything because they need all of their fucking money. So stop with this fucking, they wearing light blue and they care about the butterflies. Hillary Clinton doesn't give a flying fuck about anything but what other next price of $1 zillion real estate she can park her fucking corrupt twat on. Oh, that felt good, right? If that orange-wigged cunt doesn't get there first. Whew, okay. It's like Clinton is a mechanic that's been working on your car for years and the car runs, but there's always some issue with it. And even though she'll throw in a free air freshener now and then, she's always pulling shit like getting you to replace your shocks you need to. I don't know anything about cars, so I'm hoping this analogy makes sense. I'm trying to relate to you. So you're like, fuck it. I'm not going with Clinton anymore. I think I kind of get what you're saying there, but you're really oversimplifying this, as does everybody when they're defending the person that they're going to vote for. I just want you as a fucking human being to just say that Hillary Clinton, is a horrific choice. The same way Trump is. They're fucking horrific choices. No matter how you slice it, If the best thing you can say about Clinton is she's not Trump. Right? And the best thing you say about Trump, at least she's not Clinton. I mean, to be honest with you, they're animals. Sorry. But then Trump is some dude on your block who has 3 rusted out cars in his backyard. No, he isn't. He's constantly defaulting on debt. No, he doesn't. And none of his neighbors have anything nice to say about him. He went bankrupt like 3-4 times. He took advantage of the bankruptcy laws, which is totally fucking legal. He's always talking about every professional mechanic is a swindling asshole. I'll give you that. And he tells you to leave your car with him. All right, but what you're leaving out of all of this is that Hillary Clinton acts like she gives a shit about you, as do all Democrats. They act like they give a fuck. Most of them don't. Most of them are no different than the Republicans, and that's not even because they're bad fucking people. It's because they're all grossly under fucking paid, all right? And most of them, their careers die way before they ever even make it into the Senate. In the Senate, you only make a couple $100,000 a year. Now what the fuck are you going to do? So what they do is they take all these people's money, okay? They get themselves elected, and then after they're fucking out of office, and while they're in office, they hook up whatever fucking in the private sector investments they have, I forget what the percentage is, like senators. They make a couple $100,000 a year. They're all multi-fucking millionaires. They're all corrupt pieces of shit. I just can't buy into this fantasy that these Democrats give a fuck. At least not these two. I believe that Obama cares more about the average individual than Donald Trump, without a doubt. And Hillary Clinton. She doesn't give a shit. She doesn't give a fuck. Well, all right, whatever. Let's read the rest of this. And it tells you, blah, blah, blah. So I get why you wouldn't like Clinton, and I agree we liberals can be self-righteous and annoying, okay? And I think you're just baiting us with the Clinton-Trump equivalency stuff, but I love you. Well, no, that's you because you're so into Clinton. I fucking hate Hillary Clinton. You know? And if everything Trump did, if you just took out the racism, I wouldn't think he was as bad as Clinton. But the fact that he's racist, you know, and just attracts those fucking people that's the big rub. That's the only thing. But I am not snowed on any level by Slick Willie or this fucking idiot. I really do not like them. So I'm not just doing this. Anyways, she said, but I love you, Bill, and I love America, and I don't have a helicopter to escape if Trump is elected. Well, you'd need one, too, if Hillary is. Like, Hillary's just going to... Do you like the direction the country's going in? Because she is going to be more of the same. She's going to be more of the fucking same. Whatever. What the fuck do I know? Whatever. Vote for whoever the fuck you want to vote for, but please don't try to fucking... Anyways, love you lots. Please vote for Hillary, you knuckle-dragging troglodyte. I don't even know what that means. Yeah, I don't know. I think, like... The level of panic that people have if Trump is elected, I get that, but I just wish there was the same amount of panic that then that's gonna be Hillary. You know what I mean? I mean, neither one of them have talked about global warming. Neither one of them talked about the population problem. They haven't even addressed the heroin epidemic in this country, created allegedly by the pharmaceutical companies. None of them talked about that shit. They don't give a fuck. They ain't gonna do shit. They're just gonna keep making sure whichever one of them makes it into the presidency, only thing that's going to change is that whoever wins is then going to become even more wealthy. Because Trump's just going to greenlight any fucking golf course or some bullshit he wants to do, right? I don't know. I'm so in over my head with this politics shit. But I also, you know, one of the things about being a stand-up comedian and traveling, you get to know people and you know when people are fucking assholes, okay? You know, and these two... You know, I don't know. I just, this is a whole other level. This is a whole other fucking level. All right. I really feel like I fucking annoyed the shit out of all you guys. Just keep going. Okay, we get it, Bill. We get it. All right, here we go. Dollar Shave Club. Oh, let's do a little advertising here. I'll blow through these, and I got a few more questions. I swear to God, they won't be political. I really feel like I'm starting to be like Lenny Bruce, like reading the but I don't even have a legal pad or any facts in front of me. People, vote who you want to fucking vote for. All right, just do that, okay? And then I'll shut the fuck up. I won't. I'll probably be making jokes about it on Conan. All right, Dollar Shave Club, everybody. Guys, you know to go to Dollar Shave Club for a fantastic shave. What you probably don't know is that they have other amazing products, too. The quality is the best on the market. Their body wash is great, and it won't dry out your skin. Their pre- and post-shave stuff keeps your skin soft and smooth. Their stuff will have you looking and smelling like what? How much money, everybody? $1 million. Not $5,000. Dude, if you found $700 on the sidewalk, you would be skipping down the street. If you had Crocs on, they'd fly into traffic. That's how high stepping you'd be going down the street. Why's it got to be $1 million? $1 million, $650,000 after taxes. Dollar Shave Club's got stuff for your hair. I don't need that. For your face, I got a beard. For your underparts, everybody needs that. For everywhere you need to keep and feeling and looking fresh. Once you're in the club, you'll have the best grooming products out there, and they'll all be affordable. Right now is your chance to see for yourself why so many people love Dollar Shave Club. If you're not a member yet, you've never joined, now's the time. You'll get your first month of razors for free. Just pay for shipping. I can't read right now. And it's only a few bucks. Join today. Go to dollarshaveclub.com/Burr. That's dollarshaveclub.com/Burr. 2 more. Hang in there. LegalZoom, everybody. As 2016 winds down, ask yourself, did you accomplish everything you set out to do this year? If the answer is no, LegalZoom wants to help. Say you'd like to finally get the dream business off the ground. Say you'd finally like to get that dream business off the ground. Should you incorporate or form an LLC? Maybe you have a great idea for a new product or an invention, but no idea how to protect it. Wouldn't it be great to have an attorney you could trust to guide you along without breaking the bank? Of course it would. Expensive legal fees and questions shouldn't stand between you and making your dreams a reality. That's why LegalZoom was created, to provide a way for you to confidently navigate the legal system with upfront pricing and complete transparency. Completely transparent, like fucking Hillary Clinton. That includes legal advice from LegalZoom's network of independent attorneys licensed in 48 states. They won't charge you by the hour since LegalZoom isn't a law firm. There's no time like the present to take control of your future at LegalZoom.com. Enter Burr in the referral box at checkout and save even more at LegalZoom.com. Now that's LegalZoom.com. Absolutely. If you got an idea for a business, you got to get that off the fucking ground, so you can work for yourself. Wouldn't that be nice? Oh, a little swill of Miller. All right, here we go. Stamps.com, everybody. This is the last one. Then I'll get back to the questions here. Stamps.com. Sometimes it feels like there aren't enough hours in the day. Geez, where does the time go? Even when you're working past 9 to 5. So if you're making time-consuming trips to the post office, you need a better way. What is that better way? Use Stamps.com. With Stamps.com, you get the postage you need the instant you need it. Buy and print official U.S. postage from any letter or package right from your computer and printer. It's quick and easy. You'll save money with Stamps.com. It's a fraction of the cost of those expensive meters. Plus, you'll get special postage discounts you can't even find at the office. I use Stamps.com whenever I send out my posters for whatever gig I'm doing. I'm a moron. If I can figure it out, so can you. Right now, sign up for Stamps.com and use my last name, Burr, to get a 4-week trial plus a $110 bonus offer, including postage and a digital scale. Get started with Stamps.com today. Within minutes, you'll be printing postage right from your desk. Go to Stamps.com. Before you do anything else, click on the microphone at the top of the homepage and type in Burr, B-U-R-R, in the inbox. All right, there you go. That's it. Hey, all you Hillary supporters, where the fuck were you when fucking Bernie Sanders were around? You guys all fucking pussied out. And you just got another fucking corrupt fucking cunt in there. And I would say cunt, too, if it was a guy. So get your fucking tits in a fucking... Don't get your tits in a bunch now. All right. Yoga Lunatic Maniac. Dear old Billy Red Tits, did you happen to catch the latest episodes of HBO's Real Sports with Brian Gumbel? No, I didn't. I normally don't watch on a regular basis, but felt compelled to check it out after hearing about this yoga guy on the Howard Stern show. Apparently, this nutjob is the founder/creator of Bikram Yoga, named after himself, which is done all over the world and seems like it's got a crazy cult following. Basically, people travel all over the world and spend over $10,000 to take his classes because they believe he is some sort of spiritual leader. Now allegations are coming out against him that he's sexually abused a bunch of his students and made all sorts of derogatory remarks. People cannot handle positions of power. You know? You can't have this guy, everybody listening to what he's saying and a bunch of people bending over in front of him. He's going to take his dick out. I mean, how did you not see that coming? Anyways, he told Andrea Kramer, who conducted the interview, why would I have to harass women? People spend $1 million for a drop of my sperm. He said that? Holy shit. That's some of the greatest shit talk ever. if that's fucking true. What did she say? He said, why would I have to harass women? People spend $1 million for a drop of my sperm. Oh, my God. Did he fucking drop his lapel mic and walk off the set? And when asked about whether he harassed a particular woman, he said, of course not. I would never even piss on her face. She's a psychopath. This is a yoga instructor? This guy sounds like an assistant coach. He also said, it sounds like a gym teacher. He also said he's 1,000,000 times smarter than any doctor and that every doctor in the world comes to him. Yeah, this guy sounds like Donald Trump if he fucking ran a yoga class. Donald Trump's got to put this guy on his ticket. I grab the pussies, he pisses in their face. Trump, Bikram, 2017. This guy seems like he's a little out of his tree. Just wanted to hear what old Freckles has to say about this. I posted some links to the story/video below. It's on the Huffington Post. I don't go to that website. Those guys are, I don't know, they're fucking weird, man. They always act like they're this really like big, like credible news source. And then if you just look at the shit they have, top 10 fucking celebrity nose jobs in the corner. Thanks and go fuck yourself. I'll look for those links. I'm not going to that website though. Jesus Christ, what a fucking lunatic. I gotta see that, man. Great interview, huh? As far as he's going to give you the quotes. And as much as people at Bryant Gumbel's Real Sports were appalled, they were secretly high-fiving each other for the fucking ratings that was going to get. He said, I got to go back. What the fuck? Why do I have to harass women? People spend $1 million for a drop of my sperm. Yeah, that's what happens when people fly around the fucking world to come to your yoga class. People go crazy. They can't fucking handle it. Girlfriend of 7 years dumped me. Hey, Bill, my girlfriend of 7 years dumped me 2 months after she moved to Connecticut for graduate school. She didn't use those exact words, but she told me she needed time to think because something is missing in our relationship and she needs time to figure out what it is. Well, dude, you've been with her for fucking 7 years, man. I mean, who am I to talk? I was with Nia for 9 years before we got married, but we were on the same page as we were both terrified to fucking make that leap. Anyways, I'm not a mind reader, but if someone has been with you for 7 years and they need time to think about whether they still want to be with you, that's not a good sign. Yes, your instincts are correct, I would say. Since I had this conversation with her, I have been absolutely devastated and depressed. I'm ashamed to admit this, but the other night I found myself on my bedroom floor crying in the fetal position. Well, that's totally normal. And it's a healthy thing to do. Cry it out of you. Don't drink it out of you or fucking jump off a balcony. Those are dumb shit that men do. All right? Women get down on the floor, cry in the fetal position. I think that's why they live longer. If it was socially acceptable for us to do it. So please continue doing that. It's a valid human emotion that both men and women have that men fight. Yeah, fucking cry it out of you. Good for you. Very mature thing to do. You should not feel ashamed at all. He said, I understand that time heals all wounds, but I have no idea how to start the process of getting over this. Do what you're doing. Cry it out of you and then call your best friend and just say, listen, dude, I'm embarrassed to say this, but I'm fucking devastated. I'm over here crying like a little girl. I got to get me out of the house, man. Take me for a fucking walk like a dog. Just let me get some fresh air. Anyways, he said to keep my mind off her, I try to stay busy by going to the gym and focusing on hobbies, but I can't seem to shake this miserable feeling. How would you handle this situation if you were in my shoes? I would accept the fact that it's going to hurt, okay? And that you're not going to be able to just go to the gym and take a pottery class and forget a woman that you loved for 7 years. What you have to do is understand that it's going to hurt for a while. And you have to, rather than run from the pain, sit in it, cry your way through it, and then go to the fucking gym. And, the crying thing's going to last for a little while. And once you get through that, then just try, even during the crying time, I'm going to do something positive today. I'm going to do the dishes. Just do little things that are on a list, and then while you're doing that, just start making a list of how you want to come out of this. Do you want to come out of this ship the shit? Yeah, literally this shit 20 pounds heavier? Or do you want to come out like 10 pounds lighter because you've been going to the gym? You know, do you want to come out of this hating women or hopeful that you're with the wrong person and you have a whole new opportunity to meet somebody great? You know, you didn't have any kids, you weren't married. It's a fucking nice, clean breakup. You know, you can totally rebuild your fucking life where you can have the greatest fucking life ever. And then one day you're going to run into her. She's going to see how fucking happy you are. And it's the fucking moment that you're going to want to be like, yeah, you see that? I'm happy. Look at me and my car and my family. And you know what? If you're truly happy, you're not going to have that, hey, fuck you thing to her. You're going to be like, hey, how are you? I hope you're happy. You know? And in your head, you'd be the greatest thing that ever happened is you fucking left me. Because now, you're older, you're wiser, you're going through this fucking thing. Now you're going to really figure out what you like. I'm telling you, this will end up being the greatest thing that happened to you. But the thing is, you can't be a guy here and try to fucking block out the pain. You got to fucking just sit in it. You know, just fucking go through all of your shit that you bought together that makes you cry and all that shit. Cry, put it on Craigslist, get it the fuck out of there, you know. Get through all of that, and then maybe just get rid of the shit that she got you, move to a new fucking place, just fucking start over. And then when you meet broads in a fucking bar, you just tell them, what's going on with you? Just got out of this 7-year thing. It was fucking devastating, but I'm totally hopeful. You know, I want to meet somebody great. And they're always like, oh, my God, that's nice. They're attracted to it. Next thing you know, you're drinking IPAs. You're getting fucking blowjobs with women you're not in a relationship with. Look at that. The clouds are parting. All right? All of that shit is in your future. But you got to go through the fucking pain first. All right? That's it. If you were a car, you're a fucking barn find right now. They haven't even fucking sprayed you off and got the rat shit out of you. You just got to deal with that right now. But the best thing you can do is not bury this shit. The reason why women do so well is because they're allowed to cry. They can cry in front of their fucking friends. They can talk the shit out, and they can get past it. We don't. We fucking carry it and carry it and carry it, and it affects other relationships. If you truly want to fucking get past this thing, you got to go through the pain of it. That's what that's what I learned all the fucking times I got dumped. All right? Good luck to you, sir. Go fuck yourselves to the rest of you. I'll check in on you on Thursday. That is it.